界の平和に貢献し、多くの発展途上国を援助します。これが日本です。私たちの国です。ヒストリーという言葉はストーリーと同じ語源とされています。つまり歴史とは物語なのです。本書は日本人の物語、いや私たち自身の壮大な物語なのです。角田直樹。第一章、古代から大和政権誕生。日本の古代史を語る上での大きな障壁は、6世紀以前のことがよく分かっていないことだ。考古学的な資料を除けば、魏志をはじめとする中国の史書、古事記と日本書紀が文献資料のほとんど全てで、しかし中国の史書における日本の記述には原文や憶測が多くある。古事記と日本書紀にも神話が多数含まれているため、どこまでが事実かはっきりしない。ただ、私がむしろ素晴らしいと感じている点はまさにそこで、日本の歴史は神話と結びついているからこそ、格別にユニークなものとなっているのである。古代ギリシャも神話と結びついている国と言えるが、ギリシャは紀元前にも滅んでしまった。ところが我が国日本は、神話の中の天孫の子孫が万世一系で21世紀の現代まで続いているとされている。こんな国は世界にどこにもない。しかも古事記も日本書紀もただの作り話ではない。そこここに考古学的な裏付けのある話が散りばめられている。そもそも神話というものは、実際に起こった出来事が暗喩を用いて象徴的な物語として描かれていたり、別の何かに置き換えられて書かれていたりすることがよくある。現荒唐無稽に思える話の中に真実が隠されているのが神話なのだ。したがってこの章では、考古学的資料を最優先し、魏志および古事記と日本書紀を参考にしながら、私なりの解釈を加えて歴史を見ていくこととした。縄文時代。私たちの歴史はどこから始まるのか。これは簡単なようで、なかなか難しいテーマである。現代の研究によれば、日本列島に人が住み始めたのは旧石器時代と呼ばれる数万年前と言われているが、だからといって日本に数万年の歴史があるとは言えない。これらは考古学の分野であり、歴史というからには厳密には文字による記録が残っている時代、あるいは日本という国家体制のようなものが整った時代以降というべきである。そもそも私たち日本人はどこから来たのであろう。今から1万から2万年前の日本列島は、大陸と地続きの時期があり、朝鮮半島やカムチャツカ半島経由で多くの動物とともに人間もやってきた。南方からも海を渡ってやってきた。国家が誕生する以前の時代は縄文時代と呼ばれるが、縄文人はそれらの種々な人々が何代にもわたって根結し出来上がった民族である。
全世界に配信中。
やれないの？
いやいや、もう8時40分からだから、だけどもう今、始めてるんで、生配信。
現在も生中心でやってる。現在も生中心でやってる。
なので、右側のコンピューターがあるでしょ。
そう、僕はずっと。
別にいいよ。で、この URL 知ってる人ってうちの学生さんしかいないから。
YouTube にアカウント持ってるね。
そう。
アカウントもと生中継やってる。
生中継ができる。生中継できるし、もちろん自分の好きなビデオもアップロードできる。
これ、録画もしながら生中継。
録画もできる。録画したやつもアップロードできるし、生中継もできる。
で、例えば、現在こっちから生中継やる
の？そう、今、そっちの右のコンピューターから今、もうすでに生中継をしてます。
この画面というのは、
このカメラは、
わかるけど、この現在の画面は、ここは自分の顔を映るね。
そう。で、スライドは左から来てる。
ここからスライドアクセスじゃなくて、
こっちからスライド。
こちらから、どうアクセスするの？
それは今USB でつないでる。
できるの？
できる。
ミラーリング
できる。
ミラーリングすると、これ全画面ミラーリングじゃん。
この画面だ。いろいろな
これはMacでしょ？これは。
Mac。
このミラーリングの仕方あるの？
一番簡単なミラーリングの仕方、クイックタイム使って。クイックタイムってほら、Mac に入ってるソフトウェアあるじゃない。それを使って。
これ一部だけでミラーリングはできるね。
できる。
なるほど。
また後で、詳しく説明するから。
僕は対面中にやってるから。対面。
対面？だから、ここは、うちの研究室のメンバーは対面で来て。
いや、僕は、80人ぐらいの対面でやってる。
80人対面、教室はどうしてるの？結構、席に余裕がある。
88人まではいい。
本当？
状況によってまた変わるかもし
れない。YouTube で生配信したければ、情報をどんどん出します。So, how are you doing, kids? So, already start broadcasting. You get an email, or you get very good haircut. So, if you get some email from your Grammatical system, in that mail, I will tell you the URL lecture today. All right? So I'm going to start streaming within 30 seconds. And I'm telling them that here, right, the face-to-face lecture is also taking place at Refresh Room in the third floor at the engineering building 3 here. So we are welcome to be here. Some 2 or 3 vacancy places are still here, but maybe only you, 3 of you. So shall we start the second lecture of Advanced Energy Chemistry? Yeah, the same story like last week. So I'm going to try the YouTube streaming lecture, and this is the URL homepage of the files, lecture files are here. we are going to use today here. Not maybe 2, 3. Sorry, all the mistakes. File 2, 3. We're going to use this one. Did you download this file? No? You have to. 2, 3. Then full-time English or written in English and textbook written in English as well. But in my case, I don't use some textbooks, so the files, everything is in English. So the point, quite crucial, is do not hesitate to pronounce, right? Do not hesitate to pronounce. Just you pronounce, right? Do not hesitate. It's a point to learn English. Do not consult a dictionary. You cannot see a dictionary or internet. Just guess by yourself. Then you have to always be curious about anything written in English. So written in English in the town, something written in English, and what is that? Or something like that. It's useful for increase your score of TOEIC as well. Or Japanese, and I would also say that you have already had your knowledge of English is very much wider, quite broad, but just you do not pronounce since now yet. So just pronounce the English. It's a critical point. Today's attendance is not sending me your student ID and your name. Instead, today we're going to have 2 exercises. Okay? During the lecture, we're going to have 2 exercises. Exercise 1. What is a chatting function? Send me the message with a chatting function. The question is, how many angstrom is a C16 molecule in van der Waals diameter? This is question, exercise 1, right? Another name of the C60 is Buckminster furan or sucker-ball molecule. I'm asking the diameter of this stuff, just diameter. Send me the message in this way. Send me the following information with chat function, your student ID, and answer. Now, could you send me? Three of you are saying. So with the chat function, you first indicate your student ID, space, and answer. The question is, how many angstrom is the C16 molecule in van der Waals diameter? Maybe I told you in the our seminar or something like that. This is exercise 1. We have exercise 2 as well during this lecture until 10 past 10. Right? Today we have this kind of like in diameter or something showing a lot. Right? We're going to next. The schedule is as I showed it last week, just following the schedule of the Shizuoka University. But I have slightly changed the schedule. This is I showed it schedule last week, but after that I got a bit changed my mind. So second lecture today, and third lecture title changed. Trendy words 1 today, and trendy word 2 maybe next week. the slight changeover schedule. And this is the first half schedule, and then these are second half schedule by Okuya Sensei. So today, 20 words, 1. Agenda today is first brush up the last week. Brush up is slightly learn again some point on the last week. We have done some part of speech or word class, verb, adverbs, adjective, blah, blah, we got already, right? Correct? And then also, example of relative pronoun is something like that. Relative adverb is something like to. Yeah, this also some example of, I told there are the 2 types of verb, and also there are the 2 types of noun as well. One of those are countable, and the other is uncountable noun. You got already. Relative something is, there are 2 types of relative something. One is relative pronoun, and the other is relative adverb. And these are examples of like something like uncountable noun. You can put S at the end of the word. Lecture brush up, continue, grammatical collocations, we done. Passive and active voice, remember. Infinitive, we have done. To plus verb, it is, you may call that infinitive. And constitutional structure of the sentences, roughly there are 5 types of constitutive structures of a sentence. Brush up again, inspection of the mini examination. Have you completed the mini examination last week? Right? Did you? You completed? Very good. Now we got inspection of the mini examination. Remember question 1. When greeting, East Coast young guys prefer which phrase? Yeah. Candidates are, how do you do? How are you? How are you doing? What's up? Salut. The answer is, what's up? The second one from the bottom. Do you know what is salut? Salut? Salut. This is French word. So young generation, they say, salut. Never. Bonjour. Sometimes bonjour, but just the young generation says, salut. Ça va? Ça va means, how are you doing? In French, this is French word. You don't pronounce this part. So, and the answer is, what's up? Question 2, select a phrase or phrases containing present perfect. Now you understand what is present perfect is. Have plus verb have plus PP is present perfect. So I have not ever been in Australia. He has already completed his assignment yesterday. These 2 phrases, sentences are containing present perfect. So you need 2 answers here. Question 3, select a phrase or phrases containing present progressive. Present progressive is obvious. This one, the third one from the top. The apple is shining. Question 4, choose a sentence or sentences including an infinite as adjective. As adjective example is the second one from the top. My brother has a lot of homework to complete by tomorrow. Fifth one, there are roughly 5 constituent structure of the sentence, such as, I told already. By the way, what is the original word of be candidates versus? Kazuki, what is versus? What is versus? Versus. What is versus? So, like, do you like soccer? Do you like football? No? Do you like football? Yes? Jubilo Iwata versus what's the other? Shimizu. Iwata versus Shimizu soccer match. Now you understand what is versus. The short form of versus is VS. So in electrochemistry, something like the 2.0 word versus SHE. You understand what is SHE, right? Electrochemistry. This short form is also versus. Short form is also versus. Viking. Nick, what is Viking? What is Viking? What is Viking? What is Viking? Viking is kind of European pirate or something like that. They are, I think, many years ago, they got some boat and attack the other city and get some treasure and something. Those are pilot. I think Viking is kind of pilot around like northern part of Europe, especially Sweden or Norway or Viking. Also, Viking is like a Japanese free to eat buffet eating is also, you may call that Viking, I guess, originally from named after those of Viking. Void is like, I got a huge void in my teeth, like space. Void is space. Verb, yeah, this is verb, and Venice is named city. So the answer should be verb. So what is your score? One question is like 10 score. So what about yours? The maximum is 50. You got the 50? You got the 52? You got the 52? No mistakes? Very good. So we have completed brush up last week, and we're going to today's agenda, 20 words with acronym and abbreviation. So today we're going to some trendy word at present with acronym and abbreviation. Example trendy words these days are, what is a trendy word at present? Just trendy word like from the news channels, from TV or internet, which kind of word you often listen these days? Coronavirus, very good, coronavirus. Other trendy words, coronavirus, very good. Others, yeah, coronavirus is more than 90% of the news journal. So, but others, this is English class, so here. It's kind of coronavirus. I do not correct the word emergency, phenomena, alert, or something like that, right? What is trendy word? Olympic game, yeah, very good. Very good. Olympic game is kind of trendy word. I'm going to have some example of active fault. What is active fault is a series of earthquakes. Do you remember 1 week ago, something like that, around some island in Kagoshima prefecture, there is a series of earthquakes, very active. Area is, there are a series of earthquakes along the Tokara archipelago, very hard to pronounce. What is archipelago is many islands aligned it. Something like Japanese archipelago is Japan. Japan archipelago stretches from east to west and from north to south. Japan archipelago is like something like this shape. So archipelago is many aligned island. Remember Tokara Island from Kagoshima Prefecture. There are a series of earthquakes because of active fault. Active fault is like not flat, but some cleavage in the ground. Active fault, which caused the earthquake. And probably because of the active fault existing. Trendy word, cedar pollen. What is cedar pollen? Cedar pollen, which makes sneeze or running nose, or some people or chilling, especially these days. What is cedar pollen? It's like a type of PM 2.5, but from trees, others, which makes the allergy, very hard part of the for Japanese allergy. Allergy is not, but very pronunciation close. Allergy is like seaweed. Just weed in water. Hard pronunciation is example low and low. The second one low is during the baseball game inside low, the pitcher throw inside low. So that means low, high and low. Low is what is low? What is low? Low. What is low? What is low? Not low. Low. The top one. What is low? What is low in English? Yeah, you're right. Low is kind of regulation, something like that. In Japan, there's a constitution top. The constitution number 9 is like Japan never ever have war to solve the inter-country issues or something like that. It's a constitution number 9. Under the constitution, we have law. Shizuoka University used to have a law school, but now it's just collapsed. It's gone. PM 2.5, particle matter 2.5, micrometer. And PM 2.5 and AKB 48, a bit old, but do you remember PPAP? What is the original from the PPAP? Remember, 5 or 6 years ago, it's quite popular. And original from the PPAP. Today's lecture, one of the agenda is acronym and original form. What is original form, the PPAP? Pineapple pen? Pen? Pineapple? Apple pen. Oh, that's an original form. Okay. These are like a PPAP is acronym. Again, yeah, you mentioned it, coronavirus. And the last one, not this one. I guess this is TEM image, transmission electron microscope image. This is, I guess, just cartoon. This is cartoon again, and novel coronavirus diameter is like 80 to 220 nanometer. Yeah, this is just some schematic representation. Yeah, maybe trendy word is, yeah, coronavirus is one of the trendy word. Do you know what is corona? What is corona? Yeah, we know the coronavirus, but what is corona? What is corona? Yeah, I've written here. A coronavirus was named after the corona in the sun, or crown. Crown is like a crown. The king has crown. The shape of the crown and coronavirus shape similar. We're going to see the coronavirus again. This is sun corona, and coronavirus is always around here. You have something outside around here. This looks like crown. That's the reason why you may call this as coronavirus. Looks like crown. This is a good collocation to remember. Be named after. My name is named after my father's name, something like that. If you have some kanji character, one of kanji character in your name from your father, your name is named after your father's name. You got it? A coronavirus was named after the corona in the sun or crown due to their shape similarity. It is a polymorphic virus possessing 80 to 200 nanometer in diameter. Polymorphic is if reproduced, the coronavirus could not reproduce by themselves, but once they are like what do you call parasites as a cell, and then virus could duplicate themselves. But during the duplication, it changes the shape, maybe changes the gene. So it means polymorphic is something like that, changes during duplication. There are 7 types of human coronavirus discovered. Do you know that? There's only 7 types of coronavirus for human coronaviruses. 7. The first 4 are viruses causing common cold. So during the winter season, we have sometimes catch cold. Those cold is like first 4 coronaviruses. And this is 4. There are 7 human coronaviruses. Those first 4 are just cold. And the end 3 are SARS, MERS, and present coronaviruses. Do you remember SARS, MERS? Yes? SARS, MERS. SARS is some severe, acute respiratory syndrome. MERS is some SARS from China. And MERS is Mid-East. That means from the Mid-East. Show me some Mid-East country. Mid-East country. Mid-East. Just translate Japanese, Mid-East, and then show me some countries. There's many desert, many petroleum oils from Mid-East countries. Show me the example. One of the Mid-East countries. I don't think India is not Mid-East country. Still Asia. Completely different. Mid East, a country belonging to Mid East. Mid East. China is not Mid East country. Mid East. Mid East. Mid East. So Mid East like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, Egypt, those countries Mid East. MERS from Mid East. Mid East respiratory syndrome. And present coronavirus is seventh human coronavirus. In North America, people call it as an acronym, COVID-19. So during the conversation with Canadian guys, they are calling it as, only Japan call it novel coronavirus, but North American people call it as COVID-19, defined by WHO. COVID-19. COVID-19 is the name of the disease of the symptom. COVID-19 is a disease or a symptom of your present coronavirus. On the other hand, the name of the virus of the present coronavirus is SARS-CoV-2. It's the name of the virus. Name of the disease is COVID-19. I got COVID-19. The origin of the COVID-19 is a virus. The virus's name is SARS-CoV-2. Then, the original form of the COVID-19 is Coronavirus Disease 2019. So acronym is take the head, Corona, COVID disease 19. So this is original form of the coronavirus, COVID-19. By the way, what is the remarkable characteristics of the bacteria and virus? What is the difference between bacteria and virus?
Bacteria is
good. Good? I don't think so. Bacteria causes like infection and others, and virus also. But the remarkable difference between bacteria and virus. Yeah, something like that. How big? Size is different. Bacteria is always micrometer order. On the other hand, virus is nanometer order. Yeah, as I showed it, the coronavirus diameter is like 80 to 200 nanometer. Okay, same question. What is the remarkable difference between virus and bacteria? Yeah, I go show you. Oh, go ahead. A bacteria. I made a mistake in the files. I upload. Bacteria is plural form. But singular form is, so their bacterias doesn't exist. This is already plural form. So like viruses and bacteria, let's say viruses is plural form. The singular form is bacterium. Bacterium is singular form. The file you downloaded, I made a mistake. So the correct singular form is bacterium and plural form is bacteria. Shape changes, there are changes. Like last week I told like mouse and mice. Mouses doesn't exist. Mouse and mice. It's same. A bacterium is a microorganism possessing cell and death. They can self-renewal capability. Just themselves, they can have the baby and duplicate. Bacteria is function. Of course, you need some energies. The size is on the order of micrometer. Yeah, you mentioned it, micrometer order. That means you can observe them with optical microscope. In a lab, we have optical microscope somewhere. Never ever, you don't necessary to use here. Electron microscope. On the other hand, a virus is a microorganism possessing only genes inside covered with proteins. So virus only has the genes. In some case, DNA. In some case, the other case is RNA. Present coronavirus has an RNA. The size is, on the other hand, nanometer. Yeah, you mentioned already. And you need an electron microscope to observe them. The virus does not have the vital activity such as nutritional absorption, eating food, and energy production. Like we have eating and produce energy, like we can move the muscles and others. Bacteria could do that. A virus could not. Oops. A virus requires to parasitize. I made a mistake again here. I got 2 mistakes in my file uploaded. That means you download it. I put here, this is infinitive, so it should be verb. Infinitive is 2 plus verb is infinitive. But I put in the upload file, I put noun here, parasites. The correct word should be verb and parasites. This is verb. Maybe you are parasizing your parent. Very bad expression. Because you're supported by your father and mother, right? So they are maybe parasite, not good word. A virus required to parasite a host microorganisms such as cell and duplicating themselves. So virus itself could not duplicate, could not have babies. To make the copy, first parasite the other cells and then they can duplicate themselves. Therefore, this host cell infected by virus eventually dies, followed by the animal itself death. Now you got the difference between bacteria and the viruses. So, yeah, just bacteria's time smaller, and viruses are quite small. And bacteria is bacteria is huge. Going back to the coronavirus, pneumonia. Do you know the word pneumonia before? Pneumonia, you don't know. It's an inflammation of your lung. Your lung doesn't work well, so you cannot exchange. The function of the lung is exchange of the gases. You absorb the oxygen and exhaust the carbon dioxide. Those gas exchange take place here in your lung. That's the function of the lung. But you got some inflammation. Some part of the lung doesn't work, so it makes some hard breathing, and you need some artificial support from the outside with a machine. So those information, lung information called pneumonia, lung information is some part is dead, doesn't work, no more exchange of gases. In English, this you do not pronounce this P. In science, you use this. This also, you don't pronounce this bird. So the pronunciation is, you don't pronounce top P. The pronunciation is pneumonia. Pneumonia is lung inflammation. Wuhan. What is Wuhan? Wuhan. Wuhan. Name of the city. Which country Wuhan belonging to? Wuhan. The origin of the present viruses, present coronavirus. Wuhan. It's English name of the origin of this virus, Wuhan. PCR method, this is a typical acronym. Cluster, overshoot, lockdown, and bottom two, you should be remember this bottom two. Cases, in English, cases is number of infected. So during news journals, today's cases is 1,200 or something like that. Cases. So in Japanese, you call that the today's number of the infection is in Osaka, 1,072 or something like that. But in case of English, just cases. Today's cases are in Osaka, 1,071 cases. Just say cases. Mutant virus. These days, mutant virus is quite trendy word. So the virus easily changes, mute something. So British type or South African type, Persian type, or Japanese type you have. So that's the reason the number of cases in Osaka increases is mutant viruses. Mutant, change it during the duplication. These are English words. Cases, mutant virus. Yeah, you know that. Pandemic is very big infections and epidemic is a tiny part. Then trendy words and acronyms. In trendy words, there's many acronyms, and science as well. There's many acronyms and abbreviations. The relation between abbreviation and acronym is like group, abbreviation, abbreviations, and this is a big group. Inside of abbreviation, you have acronyms here. Acronym. You got this? These groups. Groups, you know there are groups in Japanese, but this is English, these groups. DSSC. What is original from the DSSC? DSSC, maybe Kono Laboratory is doing research of the DSSC. DSSC, this is short form. This is acronym. Dye-sensitized solar cell. Dye-sensitized solar cell. QCM, what is original from the QCM? Arabi is doing the science of QCM. Maybe next door as well. Processes laboratory is doing the QCM. QCM, what is original from the QCM? Lutero is doing in a group. What is original for QCM? Quartz, crystal, QCM, quartz, crystal, what is M? Quartz, crystal, not membrane. Quartz crystal. What is quartz crystal? No measurement. Quartz crystal. I'm sorry, I forgot. Maybe next time. PM, particle matter. CNT. In science, CNT means carbon nanotube. AKB, PZT is like PB, lead, zinc, titanium, and COVID-19 and PPAP are typical examples of acronyms. These are all acronyms. A trendy word in the area of science. There are many acronyms. Acronym is an abbreviation formed from the initial component in the word of the phrases. DSSC, die, desensitized as solar cell. So always take the top. Then make some short form abbreviation. An abbreviation is the shortened form of a word or phrases. Oops. An abbreviation is thus shortened form of the word or phrases. Just take the top of the word to make the short form. The antonym of abbreviation is maybe the longer original form. So the antonym. What is antonym? Maybe. What is the antonym of white? What is the antonym of the white? What is antonym of white? W. What is your antonym of white? Or maybe, okay, I got to change my question. What is antonym of the black? You get shirts, black shirt today. What's the antonym of the black? Okay, I changed my question. What is the antonym of hot? Oh, today, very hot. What is the antonym of the hot? Antonym. Antonym is the other one. The antonym short is long. The antonym of hot is the antonym of short is long. The antonym of hot is cold. Very good. What is the antonym of the black? Maybe white. I'm not so sure. The black and white is kind of antonym. I'm not sure. So the antonym of the acronym is original form or longer form. These are antonym. Show me other antonym pair. A pair of antonym. Black and white, short and long, hot and cold, big and small. And this is not antonym pair, like big and not big. This is not. Big and small is kind of antonym. So abbreviation or antonym of abbreviation acronym is original form or longer form. Now you got new word, acronym, antonym. Now we're going to show some acronym and abbreviations. Do you know word? DPRK. What is the other name of DPRK? The long form is Democratic People's Republic Korea. So the always take the top. This is acronym. DPRK. What is the other name of the DPRK? Democratic People's Republic Korea. The other name of the DPRK. In newspaper, always say DPRK. DPRK launched missile again for Japan Sea, something like that. DPRK. The other word is North Korea. North Korea. South Korea and North Korea. North Korea is the other word of the DPRK. DPRK launched the ICBM for Japan Sea or something like that. This is acronym. Next, LDP. Original form is Liberal Democratic Party. Who is the leader of the Liberal Democratic Party at present? Who is the leader of the Liberal Democratic Party in Japan? Who is the leader? Who is top? Who is top of the LDP in Japan at present? Yes. Who? LDP is the biggest political party in Japan. Who is the leader? Top guy. No, maybe possibilities. Top lady exists, of course. No. Liberal Democratic Party is the biggest political party in Japan. Who is the top of the LDP? Who? Yoshio Suga is an LDP leader present. Also, he is a prime minister in Japan. Prime minister he is, and also he is a top guy of LDP, Liberal Democratic Party. If you see the newspaper, LDP, there are many LDP. It means the biggest political party in Japan. You get LDP, acronym, LDP. How do you pronounce this? Yeah, English pronunciation is maybe NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, ETC. Do you drive your car? Do you have a car? You use the ETC? You install the ETC machine in your car. Ah, very good. Electronic toll collecting system, ETC. TOEIC. You need some high TOEIC scores. Test of English for the international communication. TOEFL is. Maybe yesterday we are talking about TOEIC, TOEFL. Test of English as a foreign language. JAB, Japan Accreditation Board of Engineering Education. LOL, Young Generation News, laughing out loud. LOL. I got LOL last night because of TV program. That's very funny. YOLO. You only live once. So, if your friends could not get job, and you say that you only live once, just try again. YOLO. Acronym. ICBM. Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. So, intercontinental. What is continental? Continental. You had word continental before, right? What is continental? Continental is like North American continental, South African continental, Australia continental. We are on maybe Eurasia continental. Now you get what is continental. So intercontinental is cross those continentals. Ballistic is like First, this missile is exact same as rocket. So you got some fuel and just launch. And after the top, which flies just with gravitation. You understand the word gravitation? Gravitation is something like this, just drop. This is gravitation. The ICBM is first, you got a rocket with the fuel, and then after top, it goes, just gravitation. That is some ballistic, intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM. SLBM is a marine launched ballistic missile. CM is a cruising missile, not ballistic, just cruising missile, just goes this way. Ballistic, just this way. REM sleep. What is REM sleep? You understand? You have ever heard word REM sleep? What is REM sleep? You have to explain REM sleep in English. What is that? English. English. You're correct, but should be English. The other side. Deep sea, deep, very deep. You got drowned, something deep sea, but something like 15 centimeter depth, that's required. It's shallow. This is antonym, deep, shallow. So that means shallow sleep is REM sleep. Regional form is rapid eye movement sleep. So during the REM sleep, I guess your eyes is always moves, and you're dreaming. You get dream. So shallow sleep, that means REM sleep. Deep and shallow. You got new word today. Antonym, acronym, abbreviation, third. This is a missile again. And BS, broadcasting satellite. CS, communication satellite. EEZ, EEZ. It was 200 nautical mile in the exclusive economic zone. EEZ. You heard the word EEZ these days. The Chinese Coast Guard ships are in Japanese EEZ. PCR, yeah, we mentioned already, but this is a typical acronym, and original form is polymerase chain reaction. This is the original form of the PCR. And we're going to exercise 2. Just you 3 to send me the message. Exemplify an acronym and its original form in your research area. Send me the following information with chat function the same way. So your student ID and space your answer. You have to have 2 answers. One is acronym, and the second one is and the original form. So in exercise 2, you have to send me 3 items. First one is your student ID. Second one is some acronym. The third one is the original form, the acronym. You got? Send me at present. Exercise 1 and exercise 2, these 2 will be completed. That means your attendance will be complete. You can access the internet here, right? With them like but we got them. Oops. Exercise 2. Yeah, you're going to send them 3 items, your student ID, space, your answer of acronym, space, and it's reasonable in your research area. Yeah, example is I showed it like a lot. I don't mind. So if you cannot find any area, not only your research area, but also any area, you just find one acronym and then show me it's a reasonable home, like ATM is an acronym, right? TKG, it's acronym, yeah, TKG. Yeah, it works. Hopefully, it's in English. Hopefully, it's in English. TKG. Show me some acronym. Yeah, hopefully in the research area, and hopefully in not Japanese, in English. ATM, other acronyms, AKB. What is in Osaka one? What is that? Not AKB, but NMB. What is Niigata? NGT. What is Fukuoka? HKT. Because of Hakata. These are acronyms, but it's in Japanese, hopefully English. If you complete the 2 exercises, today is a bit early, but today's program that's done. We don't have any assignment today, and during this lecture, you have to complete 2 exercises. Afterwards, around 10 past 10, you got the other email telling you that today's mini exams. So today we have done with them trendy word 1. Next week we're going to have trendy word 2 next week here, right? The program today is that's it. Thanks for joining me. How many students are joining today? 50. The number, eh? I have tried to prepare the other classroom at the rooms 306. Just show the scene of this streaming, but YouTube does go well. So. Did you get new words today? Like acronym, antonym, and what new words for you? Shuttle. What others new words for you? DP or K. What is new words today during the lecture? ICBM is not new, right? Maybe you don't know the original form of ICBM, but what is new word for you? But just you get new word, try to remember the new words. Yep. It's over. You can send. Just go ahead. You may leave here. Maybe you stay here and you can talk. We have finished a bit early today, so here. Oh, you're still keeping this with your right hand, not left hand. So next week you're going to have lecture again. Next period you're going to have lecture. Which title of the next lecture? Right. In English. In English. Which is it science or chemistry? Science. What is in English? Quantum science. Quantum science. Quantum science is that. With Professor Fujima Sensei is going to teach you quantum science, not quantum chemistry, quantum science. Which one? Quantum science or quantum chemistry? Both exist. Quantum science is big group. Inside quantum chemistry is
Maybe
science, quantum science, very good. Is doing the DFT calculation or something? DFT calculation. Differential, functional theory or something. DFT. Simulation. DFT calculation.